Hello students. So in the previous video, we have solved quadratic equations, that is statement problems of quadratic equations. Now the last concept in this chapter is, and a very important concept, known as nature of roots. We know we get two roots, isn't it? For a quadratic equation, we get two roots. Now we're going to discuss about those roots. How are these roots? Okay. Are they equal, or what kind of numbers do we get? Okay, that is what we're going to discuss. For this, let's take the formula for finding the roots. It is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, isn't it? This is the formula to find the roots of the quadratic equation. Now if you observe, this b square minus 4ac, this value, if it comes out to be negative, for example, in the previous video, I told you, in the sense, in one of the video, I told you that if you get a negative number, for example, let's say minus 25, you cannot proceed further. You have to stop there itself. That's what I had told, isn't it? So if you get a root of a negative number, you cannot proceed. At the same time, in certain examples, if you had observed, if this b square minus 4ac, if this value comes out to be 0, then both the values of the roots that you get will be same. Okay, something like this, minus 3 and minus 3. Okay, so if you observe, the nature of the roots, that is the roots that we get, depends on this value, that is the one which is inside the root. Okay, so therefore the nature of roots is dependent on b square minus 4ac, and this b square minus 4ac is also known as discriminant. Okay, b square minus 4ac is known as discriminant, and it is denoted by delta, and the formula is given as b square minus 4ac. Okay, now if this b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, if its value, the one which is inside the root, b square minus 4ac, if its value comes out to be greater than 0, then the roots that we get are real numbers. Okay, the roots that we get are real numbers, and both the roots are different. Therefore, roots are real and distinct, meaning you get the answer is a real number and both the numbers are different. Okay, if the value b square minus 4ac, if it comes out to be 0, then roots are real numbers itself, but we won't have two different answers, we'll have same answers, both will be same. Roots are real and equal. Suppose if the b square minus 4ac, one which is in the root, if its value is less than 0, then the roots that we get are known as imaginary roots, because we cannot find the roots of them, isn't it? So we call it as imaginary roots. So these are the conditions for finding the nature of roots, or also known as finding the discriminant. Okay, if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then roots are real and distinct. If b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, roots are real and equal. And if it is less than 0, imaginary roots. Okay, let's solve problems based on this. The last exercise, find the nature of roots of the following quadratic equations. So let's find that. Let's find the nature of roots. In the first question, the first step is to find the value of a and b. Okay, a, b, c. So the question is 2x square minus 3x plus 5 equal to 0. Here, if you observe, the value of a is 2, b is negative 3, c is 5. So discriminant nature of roots, that is delta, that is given by b square minus 4ac. What is b here? Minus 3 the whole square. Okay, minus 4, a value is 2 and c value is 5. Okay, I'm just substituting the values. Minus 3 the whole square is 9. That is minus 3 into minus 3 is positive 9. 4 2s are 8, 8 5s are 40. 9 minus 40 is minus 31. Therefore, the delta or b square minus 4ac that we have got is minus 31. What is this minus 31? Is it greater than 0 or less than 0? Obviously, on the number line, it comes to the left side of 0, which means it is lesser than 0. So the delta that we have got is lesser than 0, or I can also say that b square minus 4ac is lesser than 0. If it is lesser than 0, what type of roots we get? Imaginary roots. Therefore, the roots that we get are imaginary roots. Okay. Similarly, let's do the second one. If you observe, the second question is 3x squared minus 4 root 3x plus 4 equal to 0. Here, the a value is 3, b value is negative 4 root 3, and c value is 4. So let's take the delta or the discriminant b square minus 4ac. So what is b? Minus 4 root 3 the whole square minus 4. A is 3, c is also 4. So now 4 root 3 the whole square. See, minus 4 root 3 whole square. Can I write it like this? Minus 4 root 3 into minus 4 root 3. So minus into minus plus 4 4s are 16. Root 3 into root 3 is root 3 squared. So it becomes square and root gets cancelled. We'll be left with 16 into 3. That becomes 48. Okay. So in simple terms, if you got minus 4 root 3 the whole square, you have to square both. That is minus 4 square root 3 square. Minus 4 square is 16. Root 3 square is 3. So 16 into 3 is 48. We can also do it like that. Okay. So what we have got is 48. So 48 minus 4 3s are 12. 12 4s are 48. So 48 minus 48 is 0. So delta value is 0. That is b square minus 4ac value is 0. If it is 0, roots are real itself but equal. Roots are real and equal. That will be the answer for the second one. Similarly, let's take the third one. Let's take the third one. In the third one, the question is 2x square minus 6x plus 3 equal to 0. So here a value is 2, b value is minus 6, c value is 3. So discriminant formula b square minus 4ac. So b is minus 6 the whole square minus 4, a is 2, c is 3. So minus 6 the whole square is 36. 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. 36 minus 24 is 12, which implies delta is greater than 0, or b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, which implies roots are real itself but distinct, isn't it? Real and distinct. So we have got all the three options, three different types. That is imaginary roots, real and equal roots. Okay. So let's get into the next question. So in the next question, the second one, find the values of k for which the quadratic equation so that they have equal roots. Okay. We have to find the value of k, and it is already given that the quadratic equation should have equal roots. Okay. So we'll solve this. Let's solve the first question. The first question is 2x squared plus kx plus 3 equal to 0. So here a value is 2, b value is k, and c value is 3. So let's use the given condition. The given condition is that the quadratic equation has real and equal roots, meaning the delta value should be 0. Only then the roots can be equal. Delta is 0 in the sense b square minus 4ac should be 0. Okay. So what is b value? K square minus 4, a is 2, c is 3 equal to 0. So implies k square minus 24 equal to 0, which implies k square is equal to 24, or k is plus or minus root 24. You can also further reduce it to the simplest form. So if you reduce it to the simplest form, k will become plus or minus 2 root 6. Okay. So similarly, let's get into the second question. So kx into x minus 2 plus 6 equal to 0. First, let's express it in the standard quadratic equation form. So kx into x is kx square minus 2kx plus 6 is equal to 0. Now it is in the standard form. Okay, remember always you have to check whether it is in the standard form. That is decreasing orders of powers. X square, then x, then the constant number. Okay. So here a value is k, and b value is minus 2k, and c value is 6. So it's given that the delta is 0. That is b square minus 4ac is 0. So what is b value here? B value is minus 2k. So minus 2k the whole squared minus 4 a is k, c is 6 equal to 0. So minus 2k the whole square is 4k square minus 4k into 6 is 24k. Okay, equal to 0. So as I told you in one of the video that if when you got even number of terms, you can directly take common. Okay, we go to splitting the middle term method when we have got trinomial, that is 3 terms. Here we have got only 2 terms. So directly let's take common. So 4k will be common into k minus 6. Okay, if you take 4 between 4 and 24, which is the highest number that divides both, it is 4. Between k square and k, it is k, that is common. So inside it will be k minus 4 into what gives you 24, 4 into 6. Already we have taken k outside, so no problem. So 4k into k minus 6 is equal to 0. So it's like a into b is equal to 0. Implies either 4k should be equal to 0 or k minus 6 equal to 0. Which implies k is 0 by 4 or k is 6. I'm sorry, k is 6. Now 0 by 4 is what? 0. K is 0 or k is 6. Now you have got 2 values of k, but among this only one is correct. Usually 2 values is allowed. Okay, no problem. You can have 2 values. See, even in the previous question we had plus or minus 2 root 6. There are 2 values. One is plus 2 root 6, another one is minus 2 root 6. But here there are 2 values, but you have to be a bit careful because here the value of k is also equal to a. Okay, a value is equal to k. And remember, when we started with quadratic equation, the a cannot be 0 because if a is 0, it doesn't become a quadratic equation. It will become a linear equation, isn't it? That is why a value should not be equal to 0. So here, since a is equal to k, a cannot be 0, which means k cannot be 0. Therefore, the correct value is 6. Okay, this is the correct value. Whenever you get the k value as 0, check whether it is equal to a. In this question, a value and k value are same. So a cannot be 0. It can be anything else. So you cannot take k as 0. Therefore, the correct value is k is equal to 6. Okay then. So let's get into the next question. So third question, is it possible to design a rectangular mango groove whose length is twice its breadth and the area is 800 meters square? If so, find its length and breadth. See, the length and the breadth of rectangle are usually real numbers. Okay, remember that. You cannot have imaginary numbers. What are imaginary numbers? The numbers whose root cannot be found. For example, to be particular, the number, or I can say negative of a root of a negative number. Okay, these kind of numbers are imaginary numbers. Okay, what earlier I said was a bit wrong. Numbers whose root cannot be found are imaginary numbers. That is not the correct way. Root of a negative number. Okay, we cannot find root of a negative number. Those things are known as imaginary numbers. Okay. Now, here what we have to do is we have to find the quadratic equation and check what is the nature of the roots. Okay. If the nature of the roots is real, it might be real and distinct or real and equal. No problem. But it should be real. If the nature of roots is real, then it is possible. Okay, otherwise it is not possible. If it is possible, then we can use the formula method to find the length and breadth. Okay, so what is given? The length is twice its breadth, isn't it? So let me solve it here itself. The length, let me take it as L. It is twice its breadth. Okay, and area of rectangle is given by the formula L into B is equal to area, isn't it? Here the area is given as 800 meters square. So L into B is equal to 800. Okay. I'm sorry. L into B is equal to 800 because area is given as 800, isn't it? Now, what is the value of L? The value of L is given as 2B. So let me write 2B into B equals 800. So what we have got is 2b square equal to 800. Okay. Now, here itself we'll get to know, yes, we can find the value of b here. Okay. B comes out to be 20 something. But let's prove it that you can find it. Okay. 2b square minus 800 is equal to 0. Okay. Now, here, what is the value of a? Let's find ABC. What is the value of a? It is the coefficient of power 2. So which is the variable here? The variable is b, and b square coefficient is a. Okay, so a value is 2 and b value. See, usually in all the problems we find a, b, c, right? What is a? Coefficient of x square, that is power 2. So here power 2 is b square. B square coefficient is 2. Do we have b? After b square we should have b. B is not there, which means b value should be 0. And what is c? The constant number. What is the constant number here? Minus 800. Okay, let's find the delta. What is delta? Delta is b square minus 4ac, isn't it? Delta is b square minus 4ac. Now what is b? B value is found to be 0. So 0 square is 0 minus 4, a value is 2, a value is 2, and c values minus 800, isn't it? So if you multiply 0 minus into minus plus, 4 2s are 8, 8 into 8 is 1600. Sorry, I made a mistake. Let me erase it. 4 2s are 8. 4 2s are 8. 8 into 800 is 6400. I'm sorry. 6400 is the correct one. Okay, let me draw a line. So 0 plus 6400 gives you how much? 6400, isn't it? So here, the value that I've got, 6400, is obviously greater than 0, which implies delta value is greater than 0. Then it is possible to find the roots. Yes, it is possible. And you can find it. You can find it in this step itself. In this step itself. Let me do it here. 2b square is equal to 800. Therefore, b square will become what? 800 by 2, isn't it? 800 by 2. Therefore, b squared will become 400. So if b square is 400, b will become square root of 400. Square root of 400 is what? 20. Plus or minus 20, but you have to take only the positive value, isn't it? That's how we do it. Similarly, you can do the other questions on your own. We have done many statement problems, so you can try it on your own. Okay. Thank you, students. So in the next video, we'll come up with a new chapter.